of Rehab. Of course, I'm Rose One, and we are here tonight to discuss our topic for today, which is insanity, which is also discussing. Oh, I also had not discussing, but I also had the title insanity / it takes more than $40 love. I used that title today for just a little bit of comedy, really, because it's like a whole meme and like everybody's posting it about this whole $40 thing. A lot of women per se. It has been like a statistic or I guess a joke to everybody about this $40 thing. So with that, I kind of just broke down a few little things attached to it, but the deeper purpose of the show is just to break down the levels of love and also the levels of different types of relationships that, thank you, Amy, the different type of relationships that love has taken us through to reach a level of insanity. So, y'all bear with me today because, of course, I'm late, like at least by 15 minutes, but y'all, at this point, I'm just gonna be late for my own funeral. Like, I'm having to get myself together to be on time for so many things, especially for the things that I love, because I love Rehab. You know, this is my thing. However, today was just one of those days where I was just tired. My body was just, I couldn't do anymore. Yesterday I did the John P. Key concert at my church, which is in DeSoto, Disciple Central Community Church. It was pretty cool. I'm a part of the media team, so that's another one of my things that I love to do, which is, videography. So enough of that, but I had to work yesterday, and I just had a pretty much a tiring day today where I just had to just relax and sleep and rest. So I'm glad I got that done. Now I'm ready for the world and ready to of course discuss the show, but also get my day started because I'm off tomorrow. Hey now. So yes, Amy, I will teach you how to love about this $40 love. So one thing is a fun fact while I was of course, getting the show together and doing just a little bit of research, I was on EliteDaily.com, and they just had about like 40 fun facts that you can buy. Utilize $40 for. They have 40, but I'm just gonna give us 4 today because, like I said, I'm not gonna keep y'all long today. Y'all know I'll probably keep about 30-45 minutes today, and here we go. So the first thing was the utility bill. All of us have bills, of course, but the utility bill is the one thing that you can utilize $40 for. Thank you, Jesus, for the small things in life, because that $40 goes a long way, okay? A tank of gas can be $40. My car particularly, it depends on how much gas costs. I can fill up for the $40, but I can have a little change, give me some juice or something. Also, 38 items from the dollar menu. It depends on if you have a team of people. Yeah, I'm tripping because I'm over here thinking I got my AirPod on and I don't. So let me just take it out and hear myself talk. If you have a lot of people, you babysit and have a lot of kids, you can definitely get 38 items off the dollar menu with that $40. And also, last but not least, I'm gonna keep it censored because I'm on Facebook and I have some of my family here and some people that I don't know who's all watching, but 3 grams of goodness. And if you know what I know, you know what we're talking about, okay? But I also came up with a question. It's kind of, neither here or there, but it was kind of fun to kind of just ask, if it was the end of the world and all you had to your name was $40, what would you use? What would you use it to do? Like, would you use it to try to survive? Would you use it to like save and invest and restart the world? Like, what would you do? With that $40. So you can definitely put it in the comments on what you would do. What I would do. It depends. I don't know. It depends on what time in the world is and if everything is shut down or closed, but I more than likely will use it to survive and try to invest in my next step in life, because you can't take the money with you and get out, they say. with this topic, I'm going to be speaking about, relationships, situationships, traumatic past, and all of those things that create insanity, but what also we need to do to pretty much regain our purpose with love when it comes to love. Because to me, I really think that when it comes to the definition of love, what is it? I would say God is love. I would say love is life. Life is love. And also, if it's not life, it's not love. Because when it comes, not trying to be like religious or anything, or not trying to preach, but today is Sunday and I've definitely had some good word today. However, but when it comes to, the blood of God, the blood of Jesus, who was sent to us to die for us, he died to, for us, for his love, for our love. So, he definitely put himself through so much, but he also, had to pour into himself. He also had to make a deposit into himself. We don't know. He probably deposited that $40. He probably deposited $40 or something worth $40 in order for him to regain his love, or regain God's love, in order for God to pretty much pour. What am I trying to say? He deposited into himself, when he went back into the temple, and, when the people didn't believe that, he would, rise again. But he had to pour into himself. He had to go back to the, a personal relationship with God to restore himself, basically. That's what I'm saying. So that, in order for him to gain the world for us, for our sins, he had to put more into himself, because at the end of the day, it's so many people in the world. So many people love the world. And when you pour yourself out and give yourself to not just the world, but particular people that you love, it's, you can take yourself to a spot of insanity. You can take yourself to a point of really no return, to where you don't know where you're going. You don't know what you're doing. A lot of us, we kind of really go through that. We go through levels of, insanity, to where sometimes we don't even know how to accept love when it's coming back. Because granted that, we've went through levels of different types of relationships, such as, last week I was speaking of, abuse, and dealing with energy vampires, and soul ties. When you go through things like that, when you've deposited so much of your love, or you deposited so much of your time or your energy into a person, and you don't have anything to give, or that person doesn't have, you don't have anything to receive anymore from that person, because they're not consistent, or they don't, they have lack of communication. You're hurting in some sort. So, I kind of just have this show kind of like all over the place. Today I really didn't necessarily focus on this one as I did for the other ones, just due to the fact that I just kind of have been having a lot going on when it comes to love, y'all. I've definitely, I'm honest. I definitely put myself and the love for the things that I love. I put it all out, and I really didn't give it to God first. And so that's kind of why I was so tired, when I was speaking of earlier. I haven't allowed myself to focus on the things that I love. So what I've learned in the midst of time, and trying to kind of like rush and do my videos and stuff, because at the same time I have to be consistent with what I said I was gonna do. You can be all over the place. I'm kind of almost going through a moment of insanity, and I'm okay with that, because I know that may be a part of my journey, or a part of what I have to do to go to the next step. Because that message today at church was so good. They was just talking about the things that you go through in life. Like, of course, like, love hurt. I mean, love doesn't hurt. Let me correct myself. Love doesn't hurt. However, love will take you through things that is hurtful. Like, your feelings will be hurt, but at the same time, that hurt could be something that you need to gain strength to go on your next journey. So it's like, it's character building. It's definitely character building, but for sure, with not only just within relationships, but I think just life within itself. I feel like the top 3 things you would need in life in order to love people one of them I'm gonna like kind of add to that as I go, but one of them is communication, and that's number one. Communication. A lot of people are hesitant to talk. A lot of people don't deal with people. I myself personally, I love people. I'm a people person. I love to I love to engage with people as well. However, so I don't like people all the time too, because sometimes people don't know where to meet you at. Like for me, like I said, Love Rehab has been a journey. So a lot of people kind of gravitate to me as, I guess, like an advice giver. And I'm cool with that. I think that's a part of my journey because one, I love talking. Two, I love being transparent. Three, I'm conversational. Conversation, rules the nation. And so, communication is one. A lot of people lose the sight of love because of communication. A lot of people have been in relationships and haven't had proper communication. And so, within that, when we're going forward, they don't know how to deal with people or don't know how to love people as God would. And, they put themselves in rocky situations. Also, trust being another one. That's number two. Trust. I'm going to also add respect to that. Trust and respect both go a long way. A lot of people say that trust is earned. Is it? Yeah. They say that trust is earned. I personally, and this could be an opinion, but I personally think that trust and respect are both a given. I trust you and I respect you until you give me a reason not to. Because so many people have so many standards up for people based on, I guess, things that they've been through or experiences that they've, seen or heard of, and they don't know how to let love in when it comes to certain situations. So trust and respect go a long way when it comes to love. Those are most needed. And then lastly, I put understanding. Understanding, a lot of people lack this so much. Like, I work in property management, and I love helping people when it comes to their homes. I love assisting people when it comes to that. But baby, when I send a message about something that I need from you, I need you to read this message properly because I need you to understand what I need. So y'all be coming in there ready to fight me, and I'm like, Lord, tell these people that I'm a thug. Tell these people that I had to pray before I came to work today because I love you, Lord. And what and what I need to do is continue to have this job. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, communicate with God and let Him know, hey, fix it. You communicate with them, Lord, and then let them come back and have a better understanding, and we can go from there. Okay, but also one of my notes I put in here was for when it comes to love or when it comes to just life itself. I'm gonna speak on love and life today when it comes to insanity, because love and life both brings us or have brought us to a level of insanity. So I put, don't be a mountain climber, be a mountain mover. A lot of us, pretty much the whole world, y'all, we all go through so much. We all have been through so much. We all will continue to journey. As we continue our journey, we'll continue to go through a lot. However, when we're going through those things, are we trying to get out of it, or are we trying to deal with it firsthand and then see what it is that we can learn, grow, and learn to love from? So don't be a mountain climber, be a mountain mover. Like, when it comes to climbing a mountain, going through things, you're persevering. You can persevere, but can you persevere to, make things happen? Can you persevere to not complain about it, but to do about it? And I'm telling y'all, but I'm also preaching to myself because, I always say that, when it comes to, career-wise, I'm gonna own the property. I'm gonna own properties. I'm gonna, be a property management. I know how to deal with people when it comes to homes. I know, working in a property management and working in an apartment office, I'm learning the analytics right now because God said it's not time. Right? You have the ability to do these things, but you also have to go through these things, in order to know, how to deal with people later on when you actually owning the company, when you actually owning the land that's on this property. Like, you have to start at the small steps, be that caterpillar and become a butterfly, so that quote, I don't even know where I got it from, y'all. Like, I really don't. But I'm kind of like all over the place when it comes to research and things, because I'm very knowledgeable. I love to learn things because a lot of people don't know resources are there. And you know, a lot of people, we sit here on our phones, we all on Facebook, we all on Instagram, and we all on all these other things, but like, are you utilizing those things to be a resource to you as well, to invest in yourself? Because $40, you know what, it takes $40 to almost open up a bank account. You know, depending on so many places, $25 to $40 to open up a bank account to invest into yourself. Like, a lot of people, I know this year I said I'm not going broke anymore. And not saying that I'm broke, but a lot of people, you know, I don't like to use this word. I don't like to use the word broke. And I've been using it a lot this year, and God been really, you know, he been turning me up behind it too. Because I'm talking about, especially these last 3 months, I'm like, God, what is it? Because I done put myself in position, or you have put me in position, you know, to get these things together. But what am I doing? I'm not investing that $40 into myself. And $40 doesn't even have to, within, you know, this particular segment, doesn't even have to be monetary, but it can be something, it's investment wise. You know, what are you doing to invest in yourselves? And not investing in yourselves, you know, to become rich or to become famous or become anything like that, but what are you investing in to have your health be at its greatest standpoint, to have your mind be restored, to be at its greatest standpoint, to have your heart, you know, because you're gonna have to have an open heart and open mind in order to let love in, and you have to let go of these toxic things that, you know, serve you no purpose. Like, serve you no purpose at all. I kind of use that $40 thing, like I said, for a comical thing, but I'm looking at my notes and it's just looking like one thing I did say was a small deposit that is given from people, because a lot of times we expect a lot from people, and that can be a humanity thing, but at the same time we shouldn't expect anything from anyone. But we should expect things only from God, because he's the only one who can provide for us for any and everything, you know. So I put on that, for a small deposit that you can receive from someone, would be a lack of communication and consistency. Ooh, y'all. When it comes to love, that lack of consistency, I've been seeing it so much. I'm gonna relate that to that, I don't know if y'all seen it, but that video that Fantasia did when she was on the Breakfast Club or whatever she was on. But also I put it on the Love Rehab page, but the video that her and both her husband came back with, it was on submission. Oh my God, y'all, that it really gave me chills, because as women, and even as men, as women, when it comes to the submission thing, a lot of us don't want to do it anymore. A lot of us don't even have it as a part of our, you know, characteristics. We don't want to do that, because we have become so wrapped up in being an independent woman. Like, I've been raised up by beautiful women, but they're all independent. Like, all of them, they know how to go out here and get it. They know how to survive for their families, you know. And that's all I know. And I'm not saying that that's all I want to know and that's all that they know, because, you know, most of them are, you know, dating or in like relationships and they're married, you know. I'm just saying that a lot of us come from that. A lot of us come from, you know, being taught to be an independent woman and take care of your own, and you don't need no man for nothing. And technically, that's just about right. We don't need a man for nothing, because we can definitely take care of our things of our own, but at the same time, we do need them. You know, it's kind of like you can't live with them, you can't live without them. Just like you can't have a baby without a man. You know, without a man being present, you can't have those things not happen. So God gives a mate, because it's like pretty much every male that God has in this lifetime, or has made, or, you know, anything like that, he has made, took a piece of their rib and has made a woman for their man. So it's pretty much hand in hand. Everyone, like, a woman needs a man just as a man needs a woman. So I mean, we can't take away from submission because we have to have that. We have to, we have to learn how to be. You know what? I have a friend girl of mine. She was just discussing how pretty much her and this guy that she been dating. They've been dating probably about maybe about 10 years. About 10 years, I want to say. Ooh, when it comes to longevity, y'all, what? Oh, we should be married by now, or we should be. If we're not investing that, if we're not working towards that, like I said, if it's not life, then it's not love. Like if we can be together 10 years, and we can, and not be married, but we have to have an understanding, which is one of those things that was most needed. We have to have an understanding of where we're going, because if we're gonna take 10 years to get married, okay, we have sat down in agreement. We don't talk to God about, okay, we using this 10 years to have done this. We know we love each other. We know we life partners. We know, that's what that is. But I ain't gonna say 10 years. I'm gonna say about 5, y'all, because I don't think I can give nobody 10 years of my time. But at the same time, I've given somebody 10 years of friendship. And you have to be someone's friend before you be their mate. And we have to also understand that, God just spoke to me with that one. When a lot of people go through traumatic experiences, situationships, mainly situationships, of course, but different levels of relationships, and it's not what they've expected, and they've been through so many things to the point where you can say, like, for me, I'm single. However, I conversate. I'm not looking for anything, but at the same time, I haven't let love in either. So I can't go out in the world and have a friendship with this guy, or have a situationship with this guy, and think that God is gonna bless that. Like, I mean, he can have it happen, but it has to be an understanding level of what we're doing here with each and every individual. But I'm not gonna be serious over here with someone. I think I'm gonna grow something over here with someone, and I'm over here just playing with everybody else. That's just wasting people's time, y'all. We don't have no more time to waste. We got here on borrowed time, so we can't do that. We can't continue to give zero deposits into situations. Have you ever been in a situation where you feel like, okay, what are we doing here? We're just simply wasting each other's time. Let's just let it go. Have you ever been in a situation like that, and you were still just tugging at it and God just not blessing it? It's time to let it go. It's time to let it go if you know that if it's not life, it has a zero balance on it. Let me look at my notes really quick and see one of the topics. Let me see. I don't want to use that one. I also had when it comes to communicate, kind of just everything boils back to communication, y'all. Lack of communication. A lot of people can say what they want and want the other thing. Just kind of, I was just saying how, me being single, I can be serious with this one person over here, but still want to date. That's not me being serious with that person. So I'm pretty much just like giving it just dead time, and they wouldn't, and that's not currently what I'm doing, y'all. I'm just giving y'all an example. I don't want nobody right now because I'm too busy trying to restore myself. I've been through a lot when it comes to relationships or expectations of love. Not only just for relationships, like within a significant other, but family members hurt you too. And I'm not on here. I'm not gonna sit up here and throw no shade or nothing like that, because I love my family, and I know that we all go through things. But however, I know a lot of other families or other people want to be a part of my family, because I talk about mine a lot. Because my family like these, we so close, y'all. Everybody know everybody's business. That's how much we love each other. But a lot of other people don't have that when it comes to family, so they don't know how to bring together, you have togetherness or have communication. I say one of my little cousins, she posted a meme, or it was a post just stating pretty much when the old head dies in the family, the love ain't the same no more. Everything, like, the love is lost, but because a lot of people feel like they don't have any more structure, any more backbone, so they drift away, or they go into those moments of solitude, which honestly is about important. A lot of people want me to be around, and I want to do that, but at the same time, I have to restore myself, restore my energy, because you go through so many things, and you want your attitude to be in the right place, so that God can show you, send you the signs, have you meet up with the right people. Because when it comes to favor, and love, and mercy and grace, like, you have to put yourself in position for those things. You can't expect God to bless you in a place where, of course you can expect God to bless you in a dark place, but you have to still go back to having that open mind and having that open heart. You have to, trust and respect yourself first and foremost, and then go moving forward to go into trusting in somebody else. Because also, when it goes back into trust, and also respect, I feel like a lot of people say that they don't trust people. A lot of people don't trust people, y'all. We don't trust, y'all. Look who running this world. We can't trust. I could be sitting up here talking to y'all right now, and just everything blows up. You be like, okay, so seriously, trust. You have to trust your better judgment. Your better judgment. You have to trust yourself first before you're able to trust anyone else or give someone a sign of mistrust. And a lot of people have been through that when it comes to relationships and traumatic past. They had a sign of mistrust, from even parents. A lot of children now. I'm seeing the effect. I'm seeing the effect of a lot of children, not having trust, love, and respect, and understanding, or communication in their household, because their parents have been through so much, so they don't know how and what to teach these children. So I just pray for them at the end of the day. Of course, every day I pray for the world. I pray for my family members, my loved ones, myself, of course, but I just pray for consistency for the world, that everyone continues to strive to become their greatest self, strive to become their best self, and not let the insanity that love has brought take you down, or let you lose their life, or let you lose your mind. Love can make you lose your mind. Literally. However you want to say it. Love can make you lose your mind. Love can make you go insane. A lot of these people that when it comes to mental health, I do talk about that. When it comes to mental health, a lot of people have lost their mind when it comes to the lack of love given, also the lack of love received, and the lack of inconsistency. If you don't know how to love anyone, if you have never experienced that, how are you gonna know to let it in? It's knocking at your door. It's knocking at your door. How you gonna let it in if you don't know what it feel like, what it sound like? How are you gonna be able to do that? Y'all know what's so crazy? Before I started this live today, like I said, I've been saying that I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna have my notes and all this, and to be consistent. But I love, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that not only myself, but the people around me, and also the ones that want to let love in. I'm gonna make sure I can help. Whatever I can help do, I'm gonna do that. Whatever resources is to give, I'm gonna do that, because life is a journey, and love is definitely 100% of it. Just being honest, it's love is 100%. You have to love to want to get up to go to work every day. You have to love to want to pay your bills. Ooh. You have to love to want to do that, so that when God is able to bless you with more, you'll be able to, have an open heart or have an open mind, or just be in position, to let those things happen. But y'all, tonight, that's all I'm gonna give. Like I said, I really didn't have a lot. I hope that someone gains something from this. I know I kind of been rambling all over the place, but y'all, I'm tired. But I'm gonna consistently give into Love Rehab, and to know, because a lot of people come to me and like I said, it just give me like, oh, this is my situation. I just be like, Lord, fix my mental capacity to even listen to this, because people don't even know sometimes. Lord, fix my mental capacity for this, because I can't take it. We sometimes we can be there for other people, sometimes too much. Sometimes we can be there for people too much, and especially for people you love. Especially for the ones you love, we can be there too much. And so when it comes to you, your deposit, your bank account is empty. Your bank account is in a negative. You have to pour into yourself. You have to make those deposits. Put that $40 in. Whatever that $40 symbolizes to you, put that into yourself. Invest into yourself. Y'all, it's been real. I'm hungry. I'm kind of ready to enjoy my off day tomorrow. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Also, I forgot to say y'all. My bad, I forgot to say y'all. Love Rehab is now on YouTube, y'all. Yes, it's live on YouTube. So I'm gonna put the link to. I put it on the Love Rehab page. I don't know if anybody, if you're watching, if you are on that, but I'm gonna put the link on here in the comments. So everybody, y'all make sure y'all go like that, but also make sure you go subscribe. I'm trying to have YouTube pay me at this point, because I'm ready to, I got some content, y'all, and I'm ready to kind of just put it on out there. So that's one thing. Also, I do have, like I said, the website. I'm still working on that, y'all. I'm doing a lot of underwork, because it's just me. I do plan on, eventually bringing back my guest. However, right now, what I'm working on is what I have, what the Lord has given me. So we're gonna work with that. Now, I have a lot of things planned when it comes to the website too. So y'all just stay tuned when it comes to that. But other than that, I'll see you all next Sunday. Oh, Keisha said, what am I eating tonight? I don't know. I was thinking about going to Velvet Taco. They got some really good margaritas and some real good tacos, and they're down the street. And I can sit on the patio and enjoy this nice breeze. This weather feeling good outside, y'all. The fair coming next weekend. I'm ready for that. I know I said I'm finna go, but you know how you be at your people in them house, and you done had so much good time. So you be like, okay, I'm finna go, y'all. I'm finna go. You've been finna go 30 minutes. But no, for real, I am finna go for real this time. But I will catch y'all next Sunday for that. Also, if you do have something that you would like to hear from Love Rehab, I know I do have my topics, but if you have something in particular that you're wanting to hear from Love Rehab, shoot it in my DMs, hit my inbox up. I definitely would be more than happy to express any of those things with you all. Other than that, I'm finna get ready to share this on other pages, because I didn't do that. But other than that, y'all have a great day, a great week. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all's weekend, and I will see you all next week. Love and light.